Hey Light Chargers, welcome back to another episode of For the Light Chargers podcast. I'm so excited you're joining me today for episode 4, where we're diving into a topic that I know resonates with so many of us: setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Now, this isn't just about saying no or limiting people's access to you. Boundaries are essential tools for creating healthier relationships and even building a better relationship with yourself. So let's jump in and explore what boundaries really are, how we can set them, and why they're so crucial for our emotional well-being. First things first, what are personal boundaries? At their core, boundaries are simply healthy rules we set to maintain and navigate our relationships, whether personal or professional. They help us conserve our energy and protect our mental and emotional well-being. But here's the thing, boundaries aren't one size fits all. There's no right or wrong way to set them because we all have different values and needs. Even factors like culture, age, and gender can influence what we see as acceptable boundaries. So how do you set a boundary in real life? Well, let me give you an example. Imagine you have a friend who loves to chat and calls you daily. You work from home, and these calls are starting to disrupt your focus. You could set a boundary by saying calmly and clearly, "Hey, I'd love to chat, but I can only talk in the evenings after work." See how that works? It's about deciding what's best for you and communicating it kindly but firmly. Now let's break down the 4 types of boundaries that psychologist Nina Brown talks about. This might help you see where you stand when it comes to setting boundaries. 1. Soft boundaries. You go along with what other people want, even if it makes you uncomfortable, because you're not sure of your own values. 2. Spongy boundaries. You know your needs, but you sometimes let others cross your boundaries because you're still building that confidence. 3. Rigid boundaries. You've been hurt before, and now you're so protective that you might be closed off from letting anything or anyone in. 4. Flexible boundaries. This is the sweet spot. You're able to let good things in while keeping out the negativity. Flexible boundaries allow you to trust people and create new experiences while protecting yourself from harmful situations. Sounds like we all want to work towards those flexible boundaries, right? So how do we start setting healthy boundaries? It begins with knowing that you have rights. Yes, you have the right to say no without feeling guilty, to be treated with respect, and to make your needs just as important as everyone else's. You also have the right to not meet others' unreasonable expectations of you. This reminder is crucial for those of us who tend to be people pleasers. The next tip, listen to your body. If you're feeling tense or anxious around someone, it's a sign that your boundaries are either being crossed or they need to be reinforced. Trust those feelings. They're guiding you towards setting healthy limits. Another big step is knowing your values. When you're clear on what's important to you, it's easier to spot when someone disrespects them. For example, if one of your values is maintaining good health and you've decided not to drink alcohol, it becomes easier to say no to friends who might pressure you otherwise. Your values become your anchor. And remember, setting boundaries doesn't mean getting defensive or angry. It's about using assertive communication. Try saying, "I feel when you, because," or "what I need is." This opens the door to healthier, more respectful conversations and gives the other person a chance to understand where you're coming from. One of my favorite points is understanding that no is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You have the right to say no to things that don't align with your needs or values, and that's okay. It also means being okay when others say no to us. It's part of maintaining mutual respect in all our relationships. But here's an important one. Boundaries aren't just for others. Setting boundaries with yourself is just as crucial. Maybe you need to set limits on your screen time or create a budget to ease financial anxiety. These self-boundaries build your confidence and trust in your life choices. So, there you have it, Light Chargers. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about protecting your energy, maintaining your values, and nurturing healthier relationships. It all starts with self-awareness and the courage to say, "This is what I need." Remember, you have every right to protect your well-being, and setting healthy boundaries is the best way to start. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you feel inspired to set those healthy boundaries and stick to them. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Until next time, Light Chargers, keep shining and protecting your light.